Hello darlings! Koi asked me if there was no Solas. Who of the other characters do you think would be your Solas right now? Okay, so blasphemous to think if there was a world without Solas. I'm also expanding the question to how it would have affected the story, because my mind kind of works like that and can't fathom a world without Solas otherwise. So if Solas didn't exist at all, well, we wouldn't be here today. So let's establish that he exists. Just behind the scenes. We don't know him, and he's still in Uthenera. So he's still sleeping. So all the events of ancient times or whatever, all that still happened. And for the romance aspect, I have a checklist. Okay, if Solas is still in Uthenera, there is still a Mage Templar rebellion. Corypheus still escapes his prison. He still finds Redlyrium. Maybe he's found another way to bring forth the sacrifice to perform his ritual. So we just don't meet Solas at the beginning of Inquisition. At the beginning of Inquisition. He never helps the Inquisitor. Flemeth still has Mythal within her, and perhaps she and her agents help us find Skyhold, and perhaps she is the one who helps us uncover the Qunari plot in Trespasser. Okay, so that established. My mind is a little bit more at ease. Okay, well, not really, but we'll go with that. Solas is an elf. Really? Who else is an elf? Fenris? Solas's story is tragic. It has a deep sadness to it. He's desperate and resolute in his cause. He's a rebel mage, and he believes in freedom. Anders has a bit of that. Resolute, desperate, rebel mage, believes in freedom. Solas shows his love and affection with sometimes simple gestures. Cullen is cute like that too. So is Alistair. Alistair. No one has his voice and accent though when he speaks Elven.
Arlath Mavanan.
To really be certain of this, I also had to take a look at some of the other romanceable characters, some of my other all-time favorite romanceable characters from other games, the ones that really pull at my heartstrings. Garrus has reach, while we have flexibility. The humor is endearing. He even researches how a Turian and human can make love so that his relationship, his physical relationship with Shepard, can be the most comfortable, so that they can be together comfortably. The tragedy that the world is ending doesn't change his quirkiness. So I really like that about Garrus. Thane is dying, so it's like a double tragedy, and he risks his life for us, and he's ill, but he's also romantic. He has that poetry aspect to him, and he's willing to do what it takes to protect us despite what's going on. Theron Shan has that I'll do anything to protect you aspect, and risks everything, including his own life, to protect the one whom he loves. The commander, as we're called now. I also had to look at my own relationship with Frank. It has humor, pun contests, I kid you not, sometimes pun contests. He likes to I like puns, and he likes to try to one-up me just to keep me punning. Yeah. And sometimes he beats me. Yeah. There's romance, obviously. There's the real life version of a willingness to put ourselves in harm's way to protect the other one, to protect each other. He has a soothing voice and a way with words, but he doesn't speak Elven yet. Relationship goals. So who encompasses the most all of these things? Cullen. his struggle with his addiction with lyrium and with the trauma that he's experienced is kind of his tragedy. He has to overcome that. So there's that character development of the overcoming. Carl Jung had, the hero has, you know, the things that they need to overcome, their inner demons, their darkest self, reconciling the shadow self. Solas has not reconciled his shadow self yet, but Cullen reconciles, if he altogether stops lyrium, he reconciles his shadow self during the events of Inquisition. And so we see that evolution happen. And he opens up about the trauma that he's experienced. He has PTSD. I get it. Like, I can relate to that. So there's that, not just an empathy, there's, I know kind of what you're going through type of aspect to the flashbacks of trauma. So there's that connection there. He's capable of being humorous even when he's not trying to be. He rebels against the order that once controlled him and the substance that enslaved him, and sets himself free from his addiction by leaving the Templar Order and stopping lyrium, stopping to consume lyrium. He fears for us in Trespasser and would do anything to protect us. He's cute in his mannerisms. He has a nice voice, a soothing voice, and he's very easy on the eyes.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
He's romantic, and his romance is wholesome and fulfilling. He doesn't leave us, okay? Okay? Cullen is my second favorite Dragon Age Inquisition romance, but I had never really analyzed it like this, and it would have been way too easy for me to be like, oh, well, just go with the second favorite of the game or whatever. I had to look at Fenris, I had to look at Anders, I had to look at all the others to really be certain. If there was no Solas, Cullen. But there is a Solas. But yeah, there are moments in the romance that I'm like, because it's all lovey-dovey and, you know, it's a very fulfilling and wholesome romance. But there's still a bit of that longing, and there's still a bit of, you know, because with his struggle and everything, and with everything that the Inquisitor is going through, especially in Trespasser and stuff like that, there's that, you know, there's the pulling at the heartstrings, and there's a connection there, you know. So yeah, if there was no Solas, Cullen. But there is a Solas. I'm just gonna keep repeating that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Those of you who love Solas, who would be your Solas if there was no Solas, and those of you who despise Solas, who would be your Solas if there was no Solas? Like, so let me know that in the comments below. And as per usual, like this video if you like it, subscribe to be Rosie approved, especially if you love Dragon Age. Check out my exclusive and Rosie approved merchandise, and I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing. Magic, dragons, fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.